And welcome back to another episode of the Yosemite Guide. Super excited to be back here in Yosemite Valley. We are doing the mother of all Yosemite Valley hikes. We're doing Clouds Rest from the valley floor. It's gonna be 22 miles round trip with a 6,000 foot elevation gain. So we're topping out at 10,000 feet. It is a test of will for sure. So it's gonna be an adventure, and thanks for coming along on the ride. Let's see what we got. We got our distances here for everything. Clouds Rest, 10.5 miles. That's where we're headed. This is the start of the John Muir Trail. 211 miles to Mount Whitney, which is the completion of the John Muir Trail. Pretty cool. And Clouds Rest, we're going to be starting out just like we're doing the Mist Trail, going to the top of Vernal Fall and then to the top of Nevada Fall, and continue on up towards Half Dome. So we got our first stretch here, super steep right off the bat. Let's get into it. Crowds aren't terrible, but people are starting to pile up. Made it to the Vernal Falls viewing bridge in no time at all. So this is annoying. We got the Mist Trail closed here, so we're gonna have to go up around the John Muir. It's gonna add an extra mile, but that's okay. So I was looking forward to get wet on that Mist Trail there, but I was a little worried about fighting the crowds in that section. So this John Muir way, it's a little bit longer, but it's a wider trail, so I should be able to get up there quick, hopefully. And we got some views of the backside of Half Dome here. I don't think I'm going up there today. I thought about trying to pick up a permit on the way up. People always have extras, but I think I'm just gonna stick to my original mission and hit Clouds Rest. Got Liberty Cap there, and we're coming up on our first Nevada Fall view. We're at Clark Point here, and from this Clark Point we've got another 8.2 miles to the top of Clouds Rest, but we're making pretty good time even with our detour. We got some awesome views in Nevada Fall here. So this is the spot where there was an insane amount of water coming off these rocks when I did this about a month and a half ago, whenever it was. Now there's there's a little trickle coming down, but what a difference. I was wondering if I was gonna get soaked right here, but this was just a waterfall right here. Got a bit of water coming down here.
Well, that feels quite nice.
Yeah, it's good, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Alright, so official time, hour and 20 minutes to get to the top of Nevada Fall. Not bad, but I was wearing my hiking flip-flops. And from here, we're going barefoot. And that's going to feel a lot better. The trail's really soft, actually, from the top of Nevada on up until you get closer to Clouds Rest. But yeah, feels good to have the shoes off and ready to rip it. Nice water flow under the bridge. And top of Nevada here. And I'm coming into Little Yosemite Valley here. This is the middle section of this hike. It's about a mile and a half of fairly level stuff. There's a little campground here. And something to be aware of in this section, I've seen a lot of snakes through here over the years, and a lot of rattlesnakes. So a lot of people wouldn't think they'd be this high up in elevation, but a lot of rattlesnakes through here on the sand in the mornings and evenings. They like to lay on the sand, especially as it gets dark. The sand's still warm, and so they'll just be laying out across the trail. I've seen it a million times. Something to keep an eye out for. And this is what's called Little Yosemite Valley. Really nice campground here. It's a great spot, even if you're if you plan on doing Half Dome. It's really cool to get a permit for Little Yosemite Valley and even stay here a couple days. You can do Half Dome one day and then Clouds Rest the next. You got the river running right through here. You want to be careful right now, it's still flowing pretty quick, so I might dunk my head in there, but I don't think I'm going to be swimming out to the middle. It's crazy how quiet it is here. End of July, middle of summer. Here's the swimming hole right here. This is right at the split. That's the trail to go to the campground. There's another spot to turn into the campground too, but that looks like a nice swimming hole right there. Water's flowing gently. I'll check that out on the way back. Might have to jump in. And we got Half Dome peeking through the trees there. We'll tackle that another day, probably towards the end of summer. It's great. Another shot of Half Dome there. If you got binoculars, you can actually see the cables right there, people on it. So looking at it this way, it doesn't look like crazy vertical, but when you're on it, you're looking straight at it, so it just looks like it's straight up and down, but it's not. And we made it through Little Yosemite Valley here, and so we will start our climb. It's pretty steady uphill where the trail splits off to Clouds Rest, and from there it's 4.3 miles up, but the last 3.8 miles up to Clouds Rest is just brutal. So this is definitely, I'm still on the path of the Half Dome trail. So most of the people that I'm gonna pass that are coming down have probably just summited Half Dome, but we're doing something a little bit more challenging today. And this is one of my favorite stretches of the trail. You've got these massive cedars all along the trail here. Really cool. It's almost like the gatekeepers of Half Dome. Love it. I made it to the fork in the trail. We got Half Dome 2 miles. This is where I'm going to split off. Head over here. We got Clouds Rest, 4.3 miles, which 3.8 of that is brutal. We've got our next split here, Clouds Rest, 3.8 miles. So I'm feeling it. My heart is beating, and I had to put the flip-flops back on. I was just moving a little too slow. I just have so much ground to cover, doing 22 plus miles today, so got to protect the feet a little bit. and I was just going too slow. So no shame in my game. I got to keep it moving. I think it's hard to tell how steep this stuff is on camera. And it's just non-stop. So my first time hiking up this, I thought for sure that had to be Clouds Rest here, but it's not. It's like a ways. So it was a little bit demoralizing, but right now I know what I'm getting myself into. So I think we're gonna make it. And this hike could be a lot harder if we didn't have views like this. Like just when I feel like I'm hitting the wall, you look over, you just see beauty. Which reminds me, this show is brought to you by Mother Nature, taking care of you for billions of years. We got an awesome plateau coming up here. And we got Clouds Rest, 0.6 miles. That is a beautiful thing, because I feel like I've kind of hit the wall here. This hike never gets easier, and I never get younger. But luckily I got this Hawaiian shirt and my good looks. I think that's the only thing getting me to the top right now. So feeling good. Let's do this last 0.6 and we got some amazing views. Super stoked. There it is, the top. Almost feel a little emotional. I'm just so beat. This was a doozy, but the views are gonna be worth it. That's rad. We just gotta navigate this last few staircases here. Almost there. See you at the top. All right, made it to the top here. We got that view of Half Dome. El Cap peeking out. See the Pika fire over there. They're just letting that thing burn. It's been going for almost a month now. And we got a 360-degree view up here. Trying to soak it all in. Look at this burn scar. Awesome. And this is the way I should have went. The trail this way starts at Tenaya Lake. It's a sunrise trailhead, Camp Sunrise, and it's 7.5 miles with it hits you pretty good off the bat. It's like 1,000-foot elevation getting off the bat, then it kind of eases up, but it's nowhere near as tough as what I just did. But people get scared of this spine spot right here, because it is a long ways down on both sides, but it's really not too bad. Just check out a little further. Man, it's amazing how much better my legs feel knowing that I'm at the top. Oh, and you got, that's Tenaya Lake over there. And a whole lot of granite. And there's not a ton of people up here. It's probably 8 to 10 people. Not as bad as what the top of Half Dome would be. And I feel like because this view has Half Dome in it, it's a better view than what you get on top of Half Dome. But they're both amazing. Survey mark.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's one of the best views of the valley right here. Farewell shot of Half Dome here. We head on out. Feeling good, heading down the trail. Got continuous views of Half Dome here, and it just feels good going downhill. I made it back down to Little Yosemite Valley. Met a new friend on the way up to the top of Clouds Rest, Carter. Super good guy. We were like twinsies, hit it off pretty well, and it's just a lot of fun talking to him. I feel like the relationships you form in Yosemite are special, some kind of energy. Yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed that, and hopefully I could find something cool on the way down. What a beautiful spot we got here. I just kind of dunked my head in. And I keep on moving. I'm always in such a hurry to get out of here, and it's kind of nice to just stroll along and enjoy the scenery a little bit more. Like everyone's always in such a hurry. It's good to step back and take it all in. Plus my hip is really sore for some reason. So I can't really run it out like I normally do. Kind of taking it easy. But I'm really enjoying this hike out of here. I'm feeling pretty beat, but it's a good beat. This is like the most relaxed I've ever felt in my entire life. I feel just like a cork floating down the river. no resistance. Truly appreciating the fragile life that I have. Love it. Alright, so apparently this trail is back open, so we're going to take the mist trail down and get some cool shots down this way. Yeah, so apparently this mist trail is closed between 7 and 3:30 right now. So it is after 3:30, so I'm able to come down the mist trail, which is pretty cool. I'm doing a loop now, or kind of a loop, and we get to see some cool shots of Nevada Fall and some mist trail vernal falls up close and personal. I'm excited about that. It's gonna feel good to cool down in the water. We're at the bottom of Nevada Fall here. Got a beautiful rainbow. Really cool. Oh, there's the shot right there. So nice. And we got the top of Vernal Falls here. Oh yeah. I need some of this water. Just at the top right there. Quite as crazy as the last time I was here, but still pretty good. Rainbow. It's kind of crazy, all these people I'm passing right now have no idea how far I just hiked. They're exhausted from the top of Vernal. I just did 20 miles. This is great. Forgot to check this board here on the start of my hike. Alright guys, so I hope you had a good time. That about does it for this one. Ended up clocking in about 21 plus miles, maybe closer to 22 by the time I get back to my car. And did about 4.5, probably less than 5 miles barefoot. But it was a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like the video and leave me a funny comment below. Love you guys. Take care.